What is up, yo? Y'all forget it's daylight savings time? See, that's the good thing about Arizona. We don't care. We don't care. So they have to adjust their times. Yeah. My money's on Mark. Daylight savings and mofo. And Bryon looks like he's stuck in traffic or something. Training 100 people for this restaurant. Man, don't you have like other people? Like how far are you on the food chain here? Like on the on the pecking order, on the tiers. Like how far are you? Are you just like the next dude up above like managers or what's going on? Like I just figured you would have like people for you. So my auto win Tyreek Hill is out this week. I'm sad. Well, deal with it. You got to figure it out, man. Got to figure it out. Who else you have? I'm sure you'll be fine. I like being hands on. You know what? I respect that. I respect that. I really do. Some managers micromanage, and if you but can't over micromanage. I hope that's not what you're doing. I hope you're there, but not over micromanaging, because that would suck. But yeah, so Bryon may or may not be here today. And Mark, I really don't know. And normally I don't have to text him or anything. I really don't. I just like, yo, he's already here. So he was expected to be here today, so I'm sure he'll figure it out. I'm sure he's probably you know what? He might be eating dinner. Because his family are very key point on what time dinner is. And no, that's too late. What time is it over there? 7, 8-ish? They should be done. I got Michael Pittman, Jordan Addison, Amaron. You're fine, bro. You're fine. Especially PPR, you're fine. You're fine. You'll be all right. I'm listening to you pick. Look, man. You say all that you want, okay? How many times have I stirred you wrong? How many times? And then look at the previous weeks for Godwin. He's been on fire. So the 1 week, okay, that he did, like, look, I even picked Gabe Davis for myself, and that dude threw a dud, like a big old goose egg. All right. Had he probably had something, I probably would have won last week. Maybe. I don't know. But it is what it is. 7:15 here in Chicago. Is he at the same time as you guys ish? Like, how does it go? Like, who's in what region? Because I know you guys are only like freaking an hour apart, 2 hours apart. Like, who's first when the time goes? Is it like, are you more west than they are, or is Mark more? I don't know, because he's in India. I don't know how. I don't look at the map. I don't care about those states. Less than the times you have proven me right. Just telling you, yeah, dude. I'm just saying, and I have mentioned this before. I'm not always right. Okay, I'm not always right. I make mistakes too. They had 40 points and he did nothing. Don't understand how. I don't either. Last week was I needed to win last week on my Dynasty League in order to survive, and I think at this point I might have to consider tanking. I have the 5th highest scoring points in the league. I'm at almost at 1,200 points for the league, like overall for the year, and I'm 3-6. I just so happen to play in the people that are like scoring like the top 3 scorers. It's just the way the schedule's out. I don't know. It's just the way it is. And I can't consider trading other people for other draft picks because I have I don't know. And here's the thing. I think I need like Mark or Bryon to just kind of break down my roster, because what I think maybe isn't working. I don't know. I feel like I have a solid squad, and I could make some moves, but I don't know. They're I don't know. I'm up to the point where like, I'm all right, whatever, dude. It's so weird for being dark at like 5:30. And yeah, it is. It happens around that time. It's the winter. winter's coming. It gets cold out. Guess we go back to old Gabe. I don't know, man. Do we judge it off the 1 week? And I know you and I love, we I don't know, man. Like it's just the 1 week. Let's look at, because overall, look. Week 1, okay, was opener. It was like, all right, whatever. And then week 2, 3, 4, 5, like he just solid double-digit points. Week 6 was, another dud. 7 a dud, and then 8 was a good game, and then 9 was a dud. It's like I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go by matchup. Cincinnati kind of has pretty good DBs, but they suck at the tight end. I think this is why. All right, so I typically watch them a lot. It's either them or the Falcons. What I've noticed in that game is Cincinnati's defense showed up. They came in with the idea of shutting down the big, deep threats and having it close threats, having them funnel them down to the run game or the short passes. And they did their job. Bravo to the Cincinnati's defense of what they did. They shut down the deep threats. They couldn't get anything. And this is why it was Kincaid season all last week. That was the only open target. But what does Kincaid do? Short targets, right? That's exactly how they came in with the plan. That's exactly how they executed it. And that's exactly how, the Bills, couldn't do anything. And that's why Gabe Diz, we're sitting here like staring at Gabe Diz. What do we do? This week is Denver. we put him in? Question mark? We put him in, right? My paid league, I have 1180. I have around 1200. So against wow. But I'm still 6-3. It's just all my losses are super, and that's the thing. It's fantasy football for you. Like I'm looking at my squad and I'm like, I don't understand. It's just the luck of the way it is. And have I made some certain decisions that could have altered my record, like by starting another person over them, or benching someone else rather than putting, yeah. I mean, in the last 3 weeks, I have freaking Dak Prescott sitting there outscoring Josh Allen. And I almost considered putting Dak Prescott against the Eagles last week rather than Josh Allen. And guess what? I probably still would have lost. They were like 10 points differential. I still would have lost. But that was it. I just don't know. It's the game, and that's how it is. Like I just don't. It's the way it comes out. Hasn't Game had 3 0-point games in this year? Yeah. Yeah, 3. It was last week, 6 and 7 ish. I mean, if you really consider it was like, but he's out there though. He's over 90. So, and since week 5, oh, I wonder if this is a trend. No, that's not it either. Since week 5, he's out there more than 90% of the snaps. 90, 89, 96, 99, 93. I wonder if they need to change that up. What is going on? Because when he was doing good, he was only out there 74, 76, 72. Yeah, hey, look, can we just not give as many snaps to Gabe Davis, let him rest a little bit? Maybe he's out there too much and he's getting tired. How about we do that? Is that what's going on here? From what I'm looking at, and I'm pulling the tank here because I'm looking at these stats. If that's what it is, maybe we need to simmer down on Gabe Davis just a little bit on the snap. Maybe he's just tired. He needs a break. I don't know. I scored like 130 on my opponent scores 100. That's the story, man. That's my life right now. That is my life. I don't get it. And then what's stupid is that same opponent the week before or the week after, what do? 90s, right? Or 100, right? Like something stupid that's not even remotely close to what they scored the week they happen to play you. I hate it. It's the way it is. I hate it. Is it time to sit Bryce Young this season? Yeah, I'm surprised that he's your starter. He's your starter. Like, there's nobody else. You have Bryce Young as your main star, dude. You must be in like a deep league, man. Like I wouldn't consider him as my main starter. I mean, he's not putting jack. How is he even like even your starting lineups, man? Like yeah, I can't imagine. Are you talking about super flex? Maybe, but even as a super flex, no, he's borderline super flex. But as a one QB league, yeah, he's definitely on my bench. I'd sit him. I'd sit him every week. He hasn't given me enough confidence to actually put him in. Like, if any QB that can't get over 20 points, like, you're screwed. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I mean, in the NFL season, not fantasy. Sorry, it was. Oh, okay, all right. That makes more sense. Okay. Uh, no, no, you can't. By putting Bryce Young in or leaving him in, uh, it kind of like gives him what he needs to know for the following season. Okay. Now I know I'm not a big firm believer on putting rookies in for a season, but if he is going to be there for the remainder of the season, at least he knows he goes down with the team. Next year, he understands his weapons. He understands a little bit more about the team. If they bring in other people, other coaches could change. Who knows? But he'll adapt to it. You cannot come in there like if freaking Andy Dalton comes in there and starts lighting up the house like that. I mean, he does that, and that's what I hate about that guy. But he does it. He does it. I don't know. If you put in Andy Dalton, that's going to ruin the confidence of Bryce because you've already made the decision of him being the guy, right? Now it's different having them benched the entire year because then they're in their mentality. Like right now, rookies are so easily molded into a negative world or into a positive world. Um, and if you put them in, if you tell them, hey, dude, you're sorry, kid, you're just gonna get benched for a season. All right, I know my role. But now, if you have him now, and you bench him now, the confidence of him is gonna plummet so hard, and I don't think that's a good idea. So, that's just how I think about it. But I mean, hey, I don't know what the Panthers are gonna do. Like, I don't think so. I wouldn't. Like I said, I started Godwin, who had 3.5 or something, and other option for my flex had 10 plus, and I lost by 1.4. Dude, that sucks, my guy. That sucks. I don't have him this year. Is he not getting the targets, or is it just Josh? Josh is. I think they changed it up a little bit. I've noticed that the first half, he is way more conservative than he was before. Way more conservative. And I to the point where it's like, okay, I noticed the first half he's conservative, and this is what they want him to do. They don't want him to do Josh Allen things, right? But watching the second half, he's a total new person. But he's always been like that, but it's more dramatic this year. It's way more dramatic this year than the previous years. And I don't understand it. Like, what's going on? What they need to do? It's just bad luck, I guess. I don't know. They're it's like no matter what they do, something happens. Josh is riding a lot. I think there's more locker room stuff than we're actually seeing. There's something definitely going on. I know a lot of it has to do with the defense too. Defense has a big part of it. They lost a lot of key pieces and they haven't really replaced them. It's next man up, and then sometimes it doesn't always work out. And also they're banged up linebacker wise, so that could be a big part of it as well. Um, yeah, they don't drop down to like 98 to 106 every week. Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah, they drop. Yeah, see, okay, sorry, I'm reading it wrong. Yeah, that's exactly how my weeks are going too. And I hate. I'm like, why can't I play them that week, or why can't I play them when that happens to me? So I'm in that same boat, man. What up, Anthony? How are you, man? Rasta, I've been watching more and more and more of your shows. I've been staying up later, and it's quite the interesting take. Normally, I cannot stay up. Like, as late as you guys stream. Like, you guys have some late, like, I wake up early, right? Then I got to get stuff done. And then by the time it's like your guys' show comes on, it's like, I've been already up for like almost like 18 hours. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm going to bed. Or, 20 hours. I don't know. Like, it's just, but lately I've been watching a little bit more. But guys, friends of the show, if you're not already subscribed to them, do it now. The Get Right Fantasy League. It's in the description. They're or in the links. Anthony, put up your link. It's fine. They are giving away their 1,000 subscriber ring. Good for them, man. I really, really am happy for them. They're great. Like they get straight to the point. They do fantasy football. That's fantasy football. That's their life. They're a little bit more different. We just talk about everything, and a little bit of fantasy football, more oriented. But they are giving away a ring for 1,000 subscriber. It's actually not that bad. It's actually really nice. Once you push that link up, you can probably go to, and then I think it's a hashtag ERFN 1,000. Get yourself in there. So get yourself a ring. It's not bad, and it's provided by Fantasy Champs. Yeah, whoever they're sponsored to, I can't think right now, but it's a really well known name as well. I actually ordered a trophy from them years ago, so it's not bad. So start Stevenson over Bijan Robinson. I can't. I don't. Oh man, I can't. Let me. All right, who we got? Let me look more deeper into that. I can't because it's the Cardinals. The Cardinals aren't really really plummet. Both these running backs. If anything, I'm put Algier and Robinson as well. But who is Stevenson playing? Stevenson playing. I haven't looked at the schedule. I should have looked at the schedule before. But Stevenson playing is the Colts. Okay. You might be able to. Just because it's the Colts, I don't think they're going to be able to stop these guys. But I think either way, these guys are probably going to score roughly the same amount. I wouldn't, but I wouldn't be mad if you made the decision of putting Stevenson in over him. But the problem is with Robinson, it's like, is Arthur Smith going to just like, oh, you know what? We're not going to play him today. That's just what they do. Like last week, he didn't do anything, right? It was like barely like 4 or 5 points. And Algier was the one who got the score. But then they were playing Minnesota, who just stopping the run. So, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I couldn't believe it. There you go. That's the link. I hope that's the right link to the 1,000 specific show. Look, they're a good group of guys. And you know what? And I give Rasta so much respect because he's the one who he is the only one. He's the CEO of that channel, and he's the only one that comes by and swings by and says hi. Even if it's here for like a couple of seconds. Hey man, I'm busy, but what's up? Have a good show, blah blah blah. Did right? I love Mike and I love Dustin. Frank, I haven't really met yet, so it's like whatever. But they haven't. I show up to their streams and I say what's up, and I have so much respect for Rasta. He doesn't have to. He does it all, man. With his busy life and his kids, and I don't know where, like, you guys have a good crew. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, 1,000 some giveaway because I'm bring. Yeah, there you go. Trophy smack. That's what it was. But yeah, dude, I get it, man. Like, it's amazing what you do. But keep going. I'm glad you're at 1,000. Yeah, dude, it's awesome. I think next year I'm probably gonna push a little bit more for this. I'm trying to make the fantasy football con, whatever the hell. The fantasy football is. No, there's the fantasy con. What is it? What is it's you know what I'm talking about, right? You have to know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, back to this. No, I can't. And this is not just because I'm a Falcons fan. Honestly, this year I love Bijan, but I have no shares of him anywhere, so I could give a rat's ass. It's just, I have more Tyler Algier than I do Robinson. So who am I rooting for more? Right? Let's put it this way. And I'm still putting Algier in because they're productive. I don't know what's going on through Arthur Smith's mind. Quite frankly, it's weird. Okay, he's trying to make this team like the Titans, which I'm like, dude, no, we're different. Stop. But here he is, running with the same schemes, and I don't see how anybody not sees it. Who's your other running back? Why can't you put them both? They're both. I'm just curious. Yeah, I still can't. I still can't because Stevenson's the upside on Robinson is way higher than Stevenson, but Stevenson is more. That is a difficult question. That is a difficult question, but I'm not doing it this week with Arizona. I'm not. Yeah, I can believe it. Mr. Price. I have to start 2 out of Monty Stevenson and Bijan, and I think I'm going with okay, and Stevenson. I can't move. And see, that's the thing. Arthur Smith is the issue. Arthur Smith is the issue, but it is Arizona though. It's like, and I said this at the beginning. I wouldn't be upset if you went with Stevenson. Yes, that. The Fantasy Expo, yes, that's what I'm planning on. I got Stevenson and Robinson and Bryon. Oh yeah, okay. I see what you mean. I wouldn't be mad if you put Stevenson in, but I just it's hard. It's really hard. And here's the thing: if you don't have both Bijan and Algier, it's like okay, and both of them in the same game combined, probably. And I've seen it before. It's crazy. People are doing it. I don't. Not a lot of them, but I've seen like screenshots of people rosters and they're in their active roster. I'm like both of them. Like, dude, it's they're a combine of one, and sometimes they both pop off and they both get touchdowns. It's a perfect 50-50, and he legitimately uses them as a 50-50 crew. Because one game it'll be Algier, one game it'll be Bijan. Bijan fumbled, and we never saw him the rest of the damn game. It was all Algier, and that's the thing. You fumble the ball, you're gonna sit. It's how it is. They're a good 50-50 duo, and as a team for the Atlanta Falcons, good for you, bravo. You're using your running backs as you want. As for fantasy, it sucks. I know. You gotta like hope for the best. Maybe your running back has the hot hand that day. Brian Robinson's a sleeper. I sit him and he does good. Yeah. Titles with Gibson sometimes. Gibson does the same thing. So but yeah, anyways. Where are we at? Where are we on this poll? Mark's winning, 83%. 6 votes. All right. We're gonna do some Gridiron Hearts. If I get whatever we get first, we'll do. If they show up, we'll do it. If we get 10 likes, we'll do it right away. The sooner the better. But tomorrow's game we got Carolina and Chicago. So supposedly they're probably gonna bring in Justin Fields, but I'm also hearing that he's probably not gonna play. It's kind of still up in the air. I didn't look at the actual like it's just I don't know. If he does, he doesn't. Or if he does, he does. I don't think they should. It honestly, personally, I think they should have sat him just the 4 weeks. Like be smart about it. It's your franchise quarterback. Why try and re-injure them and get him even more hurt than what he actually needs to be? I think it's stupid. But the Bears are being the Bears because they want to look cool and say, yeah, this is the guy we drafted, and we're going to use him against you. Like, why? It's stupid. Let's see. Never mind. As of 5 hours ago, he won't start. Could warm up. Yeah, see, I don't even know why they even like. Why didn't you put him on IR? So stupid. Stupid. Bro, I really appreciate the kind words, and I respect the hell out of you and your dedication too, man. Y'all are entertaining as hell. I truly look forward to your shows. But look, and see, thank you. I mean, like, we entertain. You guys are more informative. I like to do a little bit of both. You know what I mean? Um, I just, I don't know. I just honestly, I wish I had Tuesdays more free so I could talk about just defense and just do IDP. Because personally, I love IDP more than I do freaking offense. But that's just how it is. And appreciate when you jump on with Mirror Classic last minute on Fridays. Yeah, dude, those are hard for me, man. You guys are like late and up, man. Those are not easy for me, man. There'd be times you're like, dude, hold on, we're sitting here for 2 hours, bro. 3 hours, 4 hours. I want to go, and I'm still sitting there. I'm still grinding it out, getting all these games done because we go game by game. So it's all good. It's all good, brother. I appreciate it. Martin, if you want to cry, it's okay. Let it out. What do you mean? What do you mean? The whole running back issue, or just like between Justin Fields and his shitty situation. But yeah, of course, man. You're a real good friend, and I hope that I hope when you guys grow, it'll only help us. You throw your word our way. Maybe one or two will snag and give us a look, and then realize, okay, these guys they're all right. They're okay. Maybe. I don't know. All right. So Carolina and Chicago. Is this going to be a good game? Maybe. I do like watching the two worst teams duke it out. It's fun because why? They're not going to get blown out by the other team. So does this make this a really high scoring game or a low scoring game? I don't know. I think it's going to be somewhere around 28 to, I don't know, 32 or some crap. I don't know, something like that. Hopefully we figure out what they're doing. Chuba Hubbard obviously took over. If you guys were listening to me, I said this weeks ago, if you have Miles Sanders, get Chuba Hubbard because he will go down. It's just look, I've had Sanders on my dynasty team, and I finally traded him away not too long ago. In the offseason, I actually traded him in February, to be honest. I looked back, I traded him in my dynasty league in February. So yeah, Anthony showing love, it's making you tear up. Oh, yeah, but it's also Rasta, like dude's a dickhead. I no, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. But what they do over there, it's very informative. And then they go through every team. They go through the comments there. At some point, they should be rolling here now that they hit 1,000. Shoot, the comments are going to be crazy. Comments are going to be crazy. Just the FYI, just kind of you're gonna get paid. Like you're gonna get paid for certain comments, and you're probably gonna prioritize over those other. Why? Because they paid. I mean, it's the way it is. So good for them. I'm just speaking the truth here, man. I'm just speaking the truth here. It's gonna get kind of crazy. I don't know about these single-handed mic Sundays anymore. And not like if you can handle it, but on a Sunday morning when you guys are that big of a channel already, I don't know. You might need a Sunday guy with him. We'll see how it goes. I check his channel when we're like I have it on, but I can't listen because we're doing our thing. So I see it. I can't listen. So I don't know how the flow of it, but I think look, Mike's Mike. He does his thing. Um I need you there, man. I need Anthony to give him a little punch in the face and say, "No, dude, you're wrong." Like, nah, like some of the looks you give him, like, "Nah, Mike, no, I'm not doing that." Like, I need you there, man. I need you there. So I just hope that it's only successful. So, but here we are. Tomorrow, Roshan Johnson, Foreman. I'm not putting him in. Just am I having him? Yeah, I might on my roster. Yeah, probably, but I'm not gonna put him in. Chuba Hubbard might be a good play. Obviously, he's taking over the role. Adam Thielen, I'm putting in. Why? Because Bryce Young that's his only target that he loves to throw to. PPR freaking leagues. Oh my gosh. DJ Moore, he's involved, but he's a desperate play until Fields gets back. So I'm not considering that. Cole Kmet's still doing it. He's probably your only confident bear right now. And I know tight end landscape sucks. You can have the tight end 27. I don't know. He scores 2 touchdowns. Next week, he's the tight end 5. I don't know. There's the tight end landscape sucks so bad that a single touchdown can elevate them 10 ranks because just if you don't have the top 3, it's like, all right, dude, like whatever. This is why freaking Voldemort is one of he's going to be like top 3, top 5 tight ends by the end of the season. It sucks because I hate that guy. Yeah, not saying we're big timing and more, but do turn on subscriber mode now, so we're only taking questions from the guys that least. Yeah, no, see, and that's good. That's good. It's just I view it and it's like, okay, all right, cool. I think you had subscriber mode on. I think almost all the time now. Actually, I was on like a few episodes ago, and it was like, okay, but I didn't say anything. I just saw it. I'm like, okay, subscriber mode. Thank God. And I think you guys only did it because you guys were getting spammed the crap out of these other websites that didn't even were like irrelevant. So yeah, that's for offense. So we need to get our combo show going on Sunday. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Oh, we do. Because we have both the tabs up too, man. And we could put stream. I think this week we can't because I owe our channel so many shots. And I don't want to do like our morning spikes on your show. Just because I don't know if like I don't know. I don't want to like put that brand into your channel. Like, you know what I mean? So like, oh, who invited these drunk idiots to the show? Like, I don't want to do that to your channel. So everyone who watches this on Sunday are well aware that the spike bets are what it's for. That's exactly what the name of the show is, and that's what we do on Sundays. So spike bets. But I know that's not your guys' thing, so I wouldn't do that. So definitely probably not this Sunday. We could probably talk to probably the following week 12. Week 12. Probably do that. Week 12, 13, maybe even just before playoff week, maybe. That's so true. Tight ends are impossible to figure out. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I'm not like, and you're impossible to figure out. And you're a tight end yourself. Hurry up. Where are you at? See what I mean? Like, I argue with the tight end all the time. They're impossible to figure out because they're unpredictable. They're unpredictable. But as for defense, when it comes to these guys, is there anybody who cares about IDP in here? Maybe Jonathan. Like, if I'm not talking about IDP if nobody's in here. Like, probably talk about it a little bit, just in case. But IDP wise, obviously, I'll just run down. Oh crap, Frankie Louvo. That's pretty much it, right? Pretty much it. Frank Louvo, Xavier Woods probably playing in. Jeremy Chin should be coming back here soon. He's still on the IR. Not gonna really be big time, but that's pretty much it. I mean, Xavier Woods you're gonna probably put in for sure if you have him. Von Bell is still putting up still injured, right? He's not gonna come back till he's still questionable. Yep, still questionable. So Xavier Woods probably pretty much the only one you were probably looking at right now. So outside of that, I'm not putting anybody else of those guys in. As for the Chicago size, is Jack freaking what's his face coming into fruition with the injuries coming in? The sophomore freaking what's his face, middle linebacker. Not Edmonds because he's obviously out. The guy behind him, Jack, whatever. Help me out, Bryon. That guy. Okay. Sanders. That's what I'm talking about. Sanborn. Not Sanders, who's on Denver. Sanborn. I put him in because they might be on defense a lot. And for some reason, this guy is their savior around this time. This guy might be even a waiver, like a following few waiver picks from here on out if you're playing IDP. Because now this is the time of the back half end of the freaking season. This is where the injuries were happening, and this is where this guy was like their hero. So, yeah, that's it for that. Other than that, I'm staying away from most of that. So, Indianapolis, Minshew, Jonathan Taylor playing in. Zach Moss is fading out, so you probably don't even want to play him anymore. Hopefully he's traded or not even on your roster anymore. To be honest, like I think they're just gonna like it was slowly turning into the Zach, the Jonathan Moss show, and then it started being more Jonathan and then less Moss, and now it's like now it's just probably just Jonathan from here on out, I believe. So, I'm down. I'll text you and then we'll coordinate. I don't mind the spike bets. Our channel is named Get Right because you get right and then you come on. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, but well, I'll talk to Dingy about it. I don't mind doing it, but I don't want to take up too much of your show time because I know that'll mess with Mike's freaking script, and his script is like so on point. If he doesn't, if he's like, I love Mike, but if you, he's like he's like an ant. You put something in the way of the freaking line, it throws the whole thing off. He needs to have order, and he needs to have the way the way his channel flows, man. It's just the truth. If you bring us in there, it's going to throw him way off, and then we're just going to get questions left and right. We'll see. Still not even eight here in Chicago. What do you mean it's still not 8? It should be 8. It should be like 10 minutes away. Because I'm climbing up on 7. You guys come down an hour early or sooner. Yeah, Sanborn. Yeah, I said that. Yeah. How are you delayed? Are you delayed? I hope not. Or am I delayed? I hope I'm not delayed. But yeah, no, I'm coming up on 7:00. So if you can come in, man, it's great. If not, I get it. You're teaching 100 people how to do their job. But outside of that, Pittman PPR leagues, you're putting him in. He just seems to be like just a PPR machine. I think the worst weeks he's had was like 5. So you're putting Pittman in. Josh Downs, obviously, been getting a lot more targets. Last week was kind of a dud. Weird, I know, but especially when he was coming off those good games. But I think you're still kind of like okay to play him. I'm not really fading him too hard. I mean, you could probably pick him up too. Like I know he's probably a good wide receiver 2 or 3 at this point. I'm not on this Demario Douglas stuff. I'm not. I don't care. He still hasn't gotten a touchdown. He got the one week 7 or not even he got the one no, that was Juju. No, he hasn't grabbed any, right? He hasn't got any. Hold on. He hasn't gotten any. He hasn't gotten any. There's no way Douglas has gotten any. Still not, I'm still not. I'm not. No, I'm not on this. I'm not jumping on this. Weirdo. Yeah, DeMar Douglas is the guy there. No way. No, none. Absolutely no. Don't care. Yeah, that's classic Mike. I actually laughed out. Look, I'm telling you, I watch your show more than what you think. I do. You might call me out and sometimes or certain things, but I don't I sit there and I watch, bro. So yeah, look, I'm staying away from basically all Patriots except for Stevenson. Anthony, not Rasta, but Anthony Price. Again, if you put him in, I'm not entirely going to be too upset because I would probably be in the same situation, the same boat as you. just thinking about it. Wow, this could be a good matchup. Or I also have Robinson, who could probably do a lot better, probably have double digits. The safest pick here is Stevenson. Let's go back to that. Price. Anthony, the safest pick is Stevenson. Okay. But the higher ceiling is Robinson. So Hunter Henry's kind of becoming a thing, but again, tight ends, it's like whatever. He just had one good week against Washington. I'm pretty sure there's other options out there. I'm not doing it. Don't care. Yeah, just don't care. I'm not gonna do it. As for defense, again, I'm not like you're putting freaking Jonathan Jones in, or he's questionable. Never mind. When did that pop up? I didn't even see that. When did that pop up? I don't know. Even no, I can't. These guys, no. Kyle Duggar is pretty much your only guy you probably consider putting in. He's the only guy who probably gets yourself double-digit points. Other than that, I'm not putting. As for IDP guys for these guys, no, I'm not. No, I can't. I just can't. Even Josh Rouche, who's been kind of just got back from injury, still probably not a good option either. So no, just not doing it. As for Indy though, Indy's a different story. Obviously Kenny Moore had that amazing game. Was it two interceptions, and he took one to the house, right? So their line maybe Quiddy Pay. I'm not putting in. DeForest Buckner's probably the only guy that you probably get you over 5 points if you do it. But he's probably your only solid one. Not too many there. Even for EJ Speed, he's probably putting the same amount of numbers, freaking like 4 or 5 points for me. So I just can't. Kenny Moore obviously kind of just won people's leagues. So yeah. All right. So Cleveland, Baltimore, Watson. Hello, welcome back. Where have you been? Welcome back to Earth. Are you going to continue to do this? They're playing within each other. These guys hate each other because they're in the division. He should do good. I expect good things. I don't know. I expect him to do better than what he did last week. I expect that every week from him, but he's just been like in a weird situation where it's like, okay, well, are you here? Or what kind of Watson are we getting? Which Watson are we getting? The bad Watson or the good one? Because I can never tell. I can never tell what's today. But I mean, you put him in. Just put him in. I'm pretty sure you drafted him for a reason, and you just hope for the best. He is against Baltimore. Baltimore is pretty good when it comes to shutting down QBs. I mean, we've seen it. Obviously, Myles Garrett is the best ever. So that's too easy to say. Myles Garrett, you put him in our IDP. I'm not even going to talk about that as much. Lamar Jackson, obviously. All right. So this week's waiver pickup, Keontae Mitchell. Obviously, for Dynasty, this is perfect. Especially if you have Dobbins. If you're a Dobbins owner, you probably should have grabbed this guy because you're probably grabbing other people you probably lost in week 1, and you've been struggling at running back. For Dynasty, this could be the next big thing. I don't care that he's 5'8". Maybe that helps him because he's so small and people can't see him over these big linemen, and he just kind of comes out of the bullet like from the gap that they give him. I don't know. But it's going to be a running back by committee, so be careful. It's not going to be a good matchup for him, but he could be a good stash for other games coming up. I know the Chargers kind of let guys go as well, so that's in like 2 games. But again, if you need a running back now, he's going to be the guy probably between Gus Edwards and Hill. It's gonna be a 3-way running back. I mean, obviously Hill's going to be better than him, and obviously Gus Edwards is going to be the guy. So, which pick your poison, really. But it was weird seeing that he was like, okay, this is what we're doing. But I picked him up. I'm not putting him in against Cleveland. I don't feel good about that just because how good they are against the run. So I need to do more IDP leagues next year. I like defense when I play Madden. If I focus on defense, then I do. See, that's the way I am, man. I just love how IDP brings a different game, and I want to talk about it more. I really do. And I wanted to dedicate Tuesdays for it because I was going to do IDP waiver pickups, but my schedule probably won't be free until like next week, and which could be a good point for where we talk about IDP pickups. But then it's like by then it's like, okay, well, you've missed that. Get the first 5, not the first 9. I did like week 1 and 2, and then maybe like a 5. I don't know. It's like people have already established their IDPs by then, so IDP take a lot more than thought process, and it is. It takes a lot more process to think about it because you don't. It's so easy to just determine that, okay, this running back is going to be good against this line because that defense sucks, or this wide receiver because that defense sucks. Like, it's just the way it is. IDP, you have to determine the line, the QB, and the receiver, and how well that team utilizes them. Because if the offensive line sucks, then you're out there grabbing one of those 4 linemen that are going against them and probably streaming him. Or unless they're like a really good linebacker, really good DN or DB. Also, sometimes you want to put DBs against the best quarterbacks because you know they're going to launch them downfield. Who's there? Your safety. Your safety is going to get the tackle. Your safety has a better chance of getting the interception than a QB who's like weak arm, like Badge. That guy's going to not, he can't make a deep throw. So it's like, okay, your safety might have to play a little bit more in the box. And if they don't use him in the box, then he might get you 6 points. Depending if what kind of format you do. Like, and IDP is different too. You can change. Like, I don't think I've ever seen the same exact scoring format for anybody. It's just different on the way you treat your leagues. Some leagues are just way too high, and I don't like it. But it is what it is. You have to really focus on the matchups and teams versus teams. Yeah, I like Tyreek Hill as an auto start every week, no matter what. But some IDPs players are very matchup specific. Yes, some IDP players you just put in just because they're going to put up something as well. A lot of IDPs auto starts and offense auto start. Yes, and that's what I was just mentioning right now. It's like certain people you just kind of leave there because they're going to be productive. They're going to be like everywhere on the field. They don't come off. A lot of it has to do with snap percentages. The more snaps they are, and sometimes if the offense sucks, that means that the defense are going to do on there, which means some of these crappier like Giants right now. Giants probably have a good amount of IDP players that you could probably leave in your rosters because they're going to be on defense a lot because the offense can't do anything. They do 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Guess what? Your defense is going to be more on there. What does that mean? More tackles for your individual defensive player. And Kayvon Thibodeau, if you have him, you're a happy camper. The dude's putting up massive points. Why? Because they're on defense all the time. So that Kenny Moore scoring was insane. Yeah, it is. Especially if you have like 6 points per interception, and then like obviously dude. I think it was you who were mentioning that like almost 80 something points or something like that. I can't even remember, or I heard it from somebody. I don't know. I was really back and forth on taking Aiden Hutchinson or Max Crosby. Please tell me took Max Crosby. Please tell me took Max Crosby. That guy is just doesn't stop, man. Can't stop him no matter what. Hear me out. I think Zay Flowers has a bounce back this week. I know it's going to be crazy. I know we're just talking about IDP, and I think when we're talking about Cleveland and Ravens, I think he has a bounce back this week. I think they're going to need him more than anything. But I do not feel comfortable putting him in. I'm cringing when I put him in because, well, he may or may not do good. But I think they're going to really rely on him this week to kind of get. Maybe does he get a second touchdown? Can we? When's his breakout going to be, man? Like I think that this might be it. Rivalry game. Why not? I did have good. But I'm not like Hutchinson is good. I think he's gonna have a wonderful year. If you have Dynasty, I think he's gonna be a great asset on your IDP leagues. Only because I remembered Max Schmidt. Yeah. You know what? Let's just transition to that. I don't know. Last week we did what? Minimum? Hold on. Let's think about this. Last week. God, this is why Mark needs to be here. Mark usually remembers this more than I do because that's specific, like his little segment kind of thing. Like it's our segment, but it is like he looks at the stats more than he does for Max Crosby than most of us. All right, last week I think we said over, right? Did everybody agree on over with Max Crosby? I think we all said Max Crosby, right? I don't think anybody said minimum Crosby. I just think that it's so hard with the Ravens because they can run so heavily. There's no reason to pass. True. But because I also think that because exactly how they can destroy the run. So kind of sums it up what Jonathan's saying here. This is why I think that Zay Flowers may or may not have a bounce back. I think he gets his second touchdown this week. I think so. I don't like starting him, and like I said, I'm gonna cringe when I put him in as one of my receivers. But you know, it is what it is. These teams, they go ham on each other. That's just what it is. I need a QB. Hurts on bye week. Kirk on IR. Carr or Dobbs or Baker. Wow. One Wentz. No. Wentz? No. Matter of fact, we might add him to the do not say his name anymore. Like look, LA is in such a bad, like, how bad do you have to be that you're on the phone calling up Wentz? Hey dude, we need you. Like, that's how bad it is. No, I'm not putting him. I do like Derek Carr. But I'm also kind of like Dobbs, man. Dobbs might be like this unsung hero that we just like we all messed up on, man. Cause damn. I still don't like Will Levis. I don't think he like last week wasn't like what we like. That's kind of what I expected, but you know. I'm in the same boat with Gabe Davis and Zay Flowers. They all the same. But at least Gabe Davis has a stronger chance of making the end zone than Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers cannot seem to make, like, Zay Flowers may be another DJ Moore. He just does so good in the season, gets all these yards, but then never ends up in the end zone. Of yesteryear's DJ Moore. And he's seen the end zone a lot more thanks to Justin Fields. This is why I was hoping that Justin Fields was like, I do want him back, but at the same time, why didn't the Bears just put him on IR? I already got mad about that. I'm not talking about it again. I like Zay a lot. I just can never pick Ravens receivers because Andrews is so hard. Yeah. And that's the thing though. You have your favorites, but then again, that's how I feel about freaking Steelers receivers. That's how I feel about them. I don't think I've ever in my life picked a Steelers receiver. Ever. Even in the Antonio Brown's days. Let's rewind a while back before. Who was the main guy before Antonio Brown? God, I was just a kid. Antonio Holmes? Yeah, I couldn't. I just can't. Andrews, yeah, obviously put him in, but Andrews, yeah. Wentz gonna have that one good game like Baker last year and give the people a yeah. Yes, all max. Okay, all right, cool. Thank you for putting me back on track. I'm over. Got distracted. Thank you, Brett. Went down a rabbit hole there, didn't I? Max or minimum Crosby. Last week we all went Max, right? So let's do it again as we always do. It's our guy. We love him. You also hate him if you play him against him. Max or minimum Crosby? What is he going to do this week? Well, last week, we all went Max. This is what I guided. Now, this is a 1 point per tackle league, so it is kind of different, but that is not the right guy I wanted. Holy crap. Clicked on the wrong guy. That's our guy. I was like, that's not who I was looking at. 18.4. Got 8 solos, 3 sacks. Dude's a monster. If we're gonna do what a single point per league, he's against the Jets. It's safe to say that we're all going Max Crosby, right? Because if Joey freaking Bosa can get 3 sacks, who, by the way, Joey Bosa only has 2 good games a year. If you think Joey Bosa is good, you're wrong. He is not good. He is slightly above average. Hate all comments you want. I don't care. Joey Bosa is slightly above average. He gets the job done, but he is not that good to put in your IDP leagues because he is a DL too. He is not going to be your savior. He'll have that 1 to 2 good weeks a year. And if you think I'm wrong, go look. Go look. He only has 2 games a year. Guess what? My luck, the way my season's going on my Dynasty IDP League, guess what? That was the game. I think Max Crosby 100%. Joey's, thank you. I'm going Max. He is. I think he is too. Yeah. Heinz Ward. Oh, wow. Bryon. Wow. Time machine, bro. Hey, you done. How was 2006? How was it? Are you back? I hope you made some changes back then. I hope don't alter too much of the future. Come back in your time machine, man. Jesus. I've never taken a Steelers, Ravens, or Raiders receiver. Interesting. Very interesting. The only Ravens receiver I remember taking as a kid, I remember taking Anquan Bolden and Smith. I think I took Smith and Anquan Bolden, and they were there roughly around the same time. I remember that. And I don't think I drafted Smith. I'm pretty sure I picked him up on waivers. But yeah, I started young, guys. Ravens or Raiders. Tim Brown? No, wrong Brown. Different Brown. What is the Brown? There was a Brown. Somewhere around 2012, 2013. I can't think. I don't know. Somewhere around there. I don't know. 10 years ago, Brown. I don't know. That guy. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing him on one of my roster sheets. I don't know if I ever played him. But yeah. So Max or minimum Crosby. I'm going Max. If Joey can do it, why can't this guy? Because he is one of the best in the league, and he's 10 times better than Joey Bosa. And I don't care what you're gonna say. Super Max Crosby. I love it. Super Max Crosby. Let's go. Max Crosby. What are we doing, everybody? We got 2, 3 Max Crosbys. I'm also saying Max Crosby. Jonathan is probably going, I'm going Max Crosby. There it is. I'm going Super Max Crosby. I'm going Max Crosby as well. Now here's what was more interesting. How many sacks does he get? 3 maybe? 3 maybe? 3. I say 3. Put up another 3. Why not? Why not? Do your thing, dude. You're the best in the league. I don't think you are the best defensive end in the league, but you are the best stat-wise. And because you already know who me and Bryon love. Like, Myles Garrett is the best defensive end in the entire league. All right. So moving on. What do we got? Where we at? How many? Hold on. Where we at? I should have put this poll like nobody shows up. Is it Bryon or Mark? Bryon or Mark are none of them. Garrett is the best defensive player. Look, I'm down with that. I can go along with that. 100%. All right, we're at 5 likes, 6 likes. Okay, we'll keep going. If not, where are we at? We're at the hour mark. We'll do it. All right. Let me put this on a pause. All right, this week's him or pause on his deep. No, dude. No. Myles Garrett is the best defensive player of all time. I don't care. I don't know. And he's got better swag, man. No one's cooler, man. No one's cooler than him. All right, let's do this. This week's Gridiron Heights is called the NFL Party. And you'll see why. It's the party. Party. So, people ask me, do you watch these before the show goes on? No, I don't. How do I get the thumbnails and where do I get them? You know what I do? You want to know how I get that? Boom. I go somewhere in the middle. If it lands there, I cut that out, put it on the thumbnail. Never saw the episode. My episodes, my reactions are real. So, Garrett can dunk a basketball, cool. So, he's the best. Dude. Yeah. So, when he does it, I get so scared he's going to, break an ankle or something when he's doing that. 3 as well. You are behind, my guy. You are behind. Or you're listening and you're driving, and when you get to a red light, you answer. Either way, I appreciate you're here. You at this point, I think you're on your way home, aren't you? I think you're on your way home right now. Watch, at the end of this episode, you're gonna slide in. It sucks because I really I don't know where he's at. His reactions are just, his laugh is just hilarious, man. Garrett, Nick Bosa, Crosby, top 3. Love debating the order. I gotta look in an order of what though? 10 minutes away. 10 minutes away. Guys, do we hold? Do we watch it or do we wait? We'll wait. I say wait. Garrett is easily my favorite. He's just so cool, man. He's just so cool and he makes it look good. Like he makes the rest of the D, he makes other D linemen on his team good. I don't think Max Crosby can do that though. And that's the problem. Max Crosby is good at what he does on his own. But I don't think that he can do what Garrett does. Because Garrett's so powerful that he disrupts plays. Crosby is so good because he does what he does on his own. That the plays have to adjust to him. Does that make sense? And if you've never played defense, you're probably like, no, what are you talking about? Believe it or not, there are plays on defense, especially the D line. There's so many plays. You don't see it because you think they just go run forward and bull rush. You're wrong. There is a certain move they create, one guy will go first and hit a certain gap, and the other guy will wait 2 seconds or maybe even half a second and then jump into the reverse and hit the other gap. It happens so quickly. And why does it happen so quickly that we don't notice? Because they're the best. And we don't see it because it happens so fast. One of these days, I'm going to break down a whole little lineman segment. We'll see it. If I can, I'll probably get monetized for it, but I should do it before we get to the big guns anyways. 10 minutes away. He says Hines Ward like 5 minutes. Yeah, he's behind. So what does that mean? His 10 minutes are his 5 minutes? So he's really should be walking in through the door now? That was at 16. Hold on, where are we at? 16. So his 5 minutes, if he he'll jump on the show in 6 minutes. I think he jumps on the show at 6 minutes. And for everyone who voted Mark, you're all wrong. Save the video. Do it for Bryon. Yeah, we're doing it. The only thing is Crosby doesn't have the secondary help for extra sacks like Bosa and Garrett do, so give him the props for that. And that's the thing. He's good at what he does by himself. And that's I understand that. But I also like Nick can do his thing, and he's a little bit of a mix of both, kind of. His 10 minutes is equal to yeah, see, we're on the same level. See? Glad I selected Bryon to get it for of course you did. You're never wrong, are you? You know, if I could look at who chose what, I would, and I would call you out. Of course you did. Of course, Anthony's always right. Anthony's always making the right predictions, isn't he? Mark, DNP doesn't count? What do you mean? My bet got refund. Get refund? No refunds. No refunds. No refunds. Sorry. You hear? You sit through the show. Sorry. But no. So seriously, I honestly, if I were to think Nick Bosa, I think it's kind of like he's got to be number 3, right? And I know you're a Niners fan, so you have a little bit more love for him. But who, if you were to see Myles Garrett in a 49ers uniform or Max Crosby in a 49ers uniform, would you be okay with that? Would you be better with that than Nick? Or do you love Nick so much that he's our guy, right? I need to know how you feel about this roster. He didn't even show up at all, so technically me picking Mark doesn't count as being so wrong. You're not. No, yeah. You have a point. I like Garrett, Crosby, and Bosa only because Bosa has so much help. But they give him assets, right? I'm going to put Bosa as the number 3. Talent-wise, it's got to be Garrett for me. Or maybe dude. See, but they're different. They're different. But they're so good at the same time. Garrett is more, he's not like as fast as Crosby, but his strength gives him different attributes that Max can't do. This is why I don't think I could put Max as the number 1. Always, yeah, of course. I give Crosby the edge over Bosa because he does it by himself. Okay, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. But Garrett is clearly the number 1 to be for me, and I agree with that. There's just he's a different animal, and I think that what Max brings is his speed and his quickness. He's very agile on what he does. Where Garrett is quick, but he's not as fast. His spin move is so good, you have to be quick for that. Myles Garrett has one of the best spin moves I've ever seen. And he does in his maneuverability back there, as big of that dude is, he breaks ankles. I've seen him come at a guy, kind of does like a weird, like he fakes to the right or the left, and his body just moves so differently that he looks like he's going that way and then shifts. It's incredible. It's incredible. I did list Garrett first. And yeah, him and the Niners would see See, okay. I didn't know if this was like your actual list.
I did it.
Yeah, you made it. There we go. You were behind, weren't you?
I was like at least 3 minutes behind. I was like, crap.
It seemed like it. It seemed like it. Well, I'm glad you made it. So yeah, you don't watch these before the show, do you?
No, you need that actual reaction. This is my favorite thing, is to react to these amazing things.
I don't ever watch these before. Like I said, I don't know if you're watching what I was doing. Like the way I get the thumbnail, I just scroll to the middle. I just go somewhere in the middle.
Choose one scene.
I go right here. Boom, right there. Right. Oh look, I had the,
that's great right there.
That's this is exactly what I had. If you look at the thumbnail, this is exactly where I landed. Somewhere in the middle. It could have been any one of these scenes right here. Could have been that one, could have been that one, could have been that one. This is just informing what is happening. All I know, and it looks like it's Goodell, Dak,
and Jerry Jones. It looks
Jerry
like
Jones
he's
at the beginning.
It's like the ghost of Jerry Jones. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Video time now. Minus the whole 100. Yeah, we'll do it right now. Exactly, right now. Why do you like full PPR? I need 2. Okay. We'll do video time now. And then we'll go back to that. Is that cool?
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Just giving the previews for the stream? Yeah, a little bit, yeah. But then people are like, what is that? So what are you watching there? Why is there this old dude sitting next to Dak? What is this? All right. All right, let's get this. Turn the volume up. Again, the NFL party. Okay. So let's get it.
Hi, we should be on their America's team.
The Lions?
What? No, the Cowboys.
Ah, yes. Welcome to the Parity Party.
It's pretty bright. Can I get some protection?
No.
Remember, you're not supposed to blow
It's a
it.
parity party.
Can I get some protection? He's like, no.
No.
There.
Wait, there's something on that Kleenex box.
What about the Bears?
Something Bears.
Yeah.
Sometime Bears. Sleep time Bears? I don't know. What up?
What up, Rasta?
Yeah. So we
Dude,
got.
that is hilarious.
Can I get some protection? He says no.
Can I get some protection?
No.
Remember, you're not supposed to blow it.
We're here because we lost 3 in
You're
a
not
row.
supposed to blow it.
You see, parity means there's little difference between the quality of these teams. Do I have to do everything?
No.
Teams.
He can't get shoes in the cup. I must stay within 5 yards of the table. That's what this little tables chart says. Oh my gosh, man.
Try to do everything.
Poor Brock.
Get these teams. Do I have to do everything?
Not my first team party.
There's been a mistake. We're kind of a tier up from these lower class teams.
Your finger sandwiches?
Specials. Surf and Field Turf, Clammy's Casino, Rashido Peppers, Amun Ra,
Ramen.
Sam Laporter House for 2, Mahomes Goat Cheese Tart, Father Theme's Undefeated
Father
sorbet.
Time's undefeated sorbet.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, Father Time. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Elitery.
Your finger sandwiches?
Woo! Not the first finger I've eaten, won't be the last.
But there's nothing better than parity. Just ask the NFC South.
So then they got rid of him and went with me.
So stupid. They're missing the Panther, though. I wonder what they went with here. I wonder if they're showing later. They're missing the entire race.
Why are you here? You only have 2 losses.
Yes, but we're the Jags, and God's plan is for us to just be okay.
What a treat to share all these Zach
Okay.
snacks, y'all. Yes, even you, the disgusting distraction from the Browns. We tried the whole being elite thing, but it was just so hard. To parody.
Roger, we don't pay you $65 million a year to be treated like this.
I'm sorry, how much?
Get the mid-season replacements.
Daggy, run!
Not really our strong suit this year, Mr. Jones.
Ah!
Wait, who are you guys?
All the backup QBs. Wait, were they there the whole time?
It looks like they're.
Were they there the whole time?
Were they the waiters?
Were they there the entire time?
They were the waiters.
Yeah, but were they the? Hold on. Were they right here? Right. All right.
I saw him in the 10.
Yeah, O'Connell. Was O'Connell there?
There he is right there.
No
The
way,
10.
they were
With
there.
the
They
waitress.
snuck him
Waiters.
in.
And then see 15 right there.
Yeah,
Oh man.
Snuck him in the whole time. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that until now. That's great. O'Connell's right there. Yeah, that's a good. That's good. Except for that one, they probably could have used one right there. That's good. I didn't even.
I didn't even notice that. That was great.
Yeah, that was good on them.
We don't pay you $65 million a year to be treated like this.
I'm sorry, how much?
Get the mid-season replacements.
Daggy, run!
Not really our strong suit this year, Mr. Jones. Wait, who are you guys?
PJ Walker.
Oh, thank God. The Bills.
You can't fall short of expectations.
If there aren't any.
Oh, sweet baby muskrat. Even the Bills are just okay.
Parody.
Hey, Daggy, stop me!
Damn.
Oh, thank Jesus Christ.
Close. This is Jalen Hurts. Take my hand. Oops. They really should bend that brotherly shove.
Why, Eagles, why?
No way, man.
Oh no. That is great.
Oh wow. Oh my gosh. I wonder what happens first. Howell gets protection or Bijan gets touches.
Ugh.
Oh wow, these are
They are good. These are good jokes. We all understand it because it's exactly what we see every week.
Yep. Whoever makes these needs to they would be nothing with these are just great, man. All right, let's watch it and then we always leave the end. We never watch the end, so we'll watch this all the way through.
Hi, we should be under America's team.
The Lions?
What now? The Cowboys.
Ah, yes. Welcome to the Parity Party.
It's pretty bright. Can I get some protection?
No.
Remember, you're not supposed to blow it.
You're not
We're here
supposed to
because we
blow
lost
it.
3 in a row. You see, parity means there's little difference between the quality of these teams. Do I have to do everything?
Not my first tea party.
There's been a mistake. We're
Not my first
tear
tea
up from
party.
These lower class teams.
Your finger sandwiches?
Woo! Not the first finger I've eaten, won't be the last.
But there's nothing better than parity. Just ask the NFC South.
So then they got rid of him and went with me.
Why are you here? You only have 2 losses.
Yes, but we're the Jags, and God's plan is for us to just be okay.
What a treat to share all these Zack snacks with y'all. Yes, even you, the disgusting distraction from the Browns. We tried the whole being elite thing, but it was just so hard. To parody.
Roger, we don't pay you $65 million a year to be treated like this.
I'm sorry, how much?
Get the mid-season replacements.
Daggy, run!
Not really our strong suit this year, Mr. Jones. Wait, who are you guys?
PJ Walker.
Oh, thank God. The Bills.
You can't fall short of expectations.
If there aren't any.
Oh, sweet baby muskrat. Even the Bills are just okay.
Even the Bills are just okay.
Hey, Daggy, stop me! Oh, thank Jesus Christ.
Close. This is Jalen Hurts. Take my hand. Oops. They really should bend that brotherly shove.
Why, Eagles, why?
Alvin, you know what I'm talking about. You're no stranger to a tussle.
Oh, you're bad, Taylor. Now, I tell you what's going on between Olave and Carr, but I don't think you're ready for that, T. Ooh, got some gumption, don't
Ooh,
you?
child.
Why the you all talking like that?
Oh, that's such a freaking Baker move.
I love
man.
Baker so much.
Oh,
Oh my god.
That is such a Baker move. So who was number 15 in the red? That was Dobbs or not? As one of the waiters?
No, the one who said I don't know. That's the Arizona starting quarterback that we didn't know who he is.
Yes, that was Clay Toon.
Yeah, Clay Toon. Yeah. Toon.
The Panthers have gotten ghost, I guess. So it was the parity party was the teams that were supposed to come out good that weren't.
Yeah.
So we're not going to expect the Bears in there. We're not expect the Panthers in here. So that's why I think
they
after
are
I watched
back-
it again, I
makes sense.
realized this.
It
I
makes sense.
realized I'm like, okay, now I get it.
These are all the teams that are all about a 500 or one game above or one game below. Everyone else.
That's why Jerry was like, "Hey, we're not supposed to be here with these losers. You know, we're supposed to be up here, but no, they're not doing so hot. So you put them in right there. Maybe Bryce was too short and he couldn't reach it.
Him and Kyler both like, help.
Yeah. So I'm waiting until they have both Kyler and Bryce at the same scene, whoever draws these up.
It has to be a mirror. They're gonna be looking at each other. They're gonna be doing the same exact thing.
That would be great. And it would be like maybe the week they play each other if they ever get that schedule done. But that would be great. I would love to see that.
Like, we're the same guy. Do you also play Xbox?
All right, so I know we're gonna get it, man. I know we're gonna get it. And I'm gonna say it first before anybody actually. How mad is Kyle? Like, you know, the jokes of the Call of Duty things are gonna come out, right? You know, there's a new Call of Duty game this weekend.
Yep, and this is the weekend he's gonna start. That is hilarious.
Yes, and you know how many memes and videos are gonna come out because of that.
Don't let him lose. Don't let him throw interceptions.
Yeah, but they're against the damn freaking Atlanta Falcons, who don't have a bad defense, guys.
No, they do. They have a good team.
Yeah. So,
and as soon as he throws that first interception, they're gonna say, "Oh, he should have been studying the playbook instead of playing Call of Duty." Sorry.
Yeah. They're gonna have these old boxing ring game with the red. Oh, bro, with Kyler and Bryce. Kyler for red and blue for I love it.
Well, I like that. That makes sense. You do like those things. Those
yeah.
Exactly.
Fire. Yeah, why not? Sure. Hello.
I guess.
I recognize this name.
Yes, he's been coming in the last couple of weeks. I appreciate
recognize his name. Yes, I agree, because nobody knows what he's doing. He's trying to turn Atlanta to the Titans. We're not the Atlanta Titans, bro. Get out of here.
Talking about you guys, Chicago South.
With the all right.
But
players,
imagine, I'll say this though, but imagine if Justin Fields does go away and comes to Atlanta, you guys would be great immediately.
Because they would let him cook with the weapons they have. He's not going to be justified on schemes that they want him to do. The talent is there. People just don't see because he's behind a crappy line.
A backfield between him. Can you imagine him? Oh my God! I mean that's going to be Bijan.
Oh, Drake London and Pitts would just be
eating.
Bijan, Algier will be good. Yeah, man. They're fire every coach and have them have each team draw from hat. Yes. See how that goes. For 1 week.
Hilarious.
For 1 week. Talk about parody. Hell yeah. I mean, let's do that. I like it, man. He just don't know how to use his talent. I think he focuses too much on his plays that he wants to use the talent that he has for those plays and doesn't realize that the talent that he has are better for other plays that are outside of what he sees.
It's the same thing with every bad coach. Bad coaches are not bad coaches. They don't understand that you need to use the talent you have and their skill set.
They're so focused on what they know.
I create this great offense and I need them to do exactly what I want them to do. Instead of, I have a guy who's a great runner and a great play action guy, but I don't usually like play action in my playbook. Well, then you're not going to do well.
Yeah. He has two good running backs and he uses them both. I mean, last week in the third quarter, was it end of third, beginning of fourth? Bijan fumbled.
Yeah.
We never saw him the rest of the game. Why? Because he has Algier there. And he could do that. And Algier did fine. After he started getting most of the touches, what do you end up doing? Getting a touchdown, right?
Yeah, but that's what he has. Algier will be starting anyway. That's why he really didn't need Bijan in the first place. But whatever, you have him.
That was the whole crazy thing. Like I even came into this year's draft. I'm like, I don't think we go with Bijan, but the rumors say we're going to draft him. And then they drafted him. Like, well, okay. Well, there it is. So I guess we got two good running backs. Breece Hall fumbled like twice.
Yeah.
Was it twice? I saw the one that called him out. Like
I thought he lost one but fumbled twice.
Okay. I didn't see the other one. I saw the one that was like, all right, he's done. Like after that, we never saw him ever. Like he was done for the rest of the day. So imagine Andy Reid with the Steelers and Mike McDaniel for the Jets. And
Okay.
they would change it.
That'd be
They would change
interesting.
it. I would see Mike McDaniels having a really good time with the Jets because they're all young.
And
they
well,
would
except for that
probably-
quarterback, I bet you Aaron Rodgers will all of a sudden come back.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing though. Rodgers is actually like a pretty cool dude. Like they all love him there. Like I've heard nothing but good things since he's been there. But
Dude,
if he
he's
comes
only like
back
2 or
this
3
season-
weeks away. This dude's gonna come back from an Achilles in 12 weeks.
But for a QB, that's different though. He's not a
I
running
don't know.
back. He's not a receiver.
You still
He's
have
not
to
a
drop
shit-
back.
That's
and then
true. But look at
bounce
Joe.
off.
Joe's doing the same thing right now. It's just not
That's
as
true.
bad. He hasn't fully torn it yet. I don't see the reason for Bijan if they haven't going to use. That's the thing. He doesn't care. He has 2 good running backs. If one's not performing today, he's gonna
I'm
give
going
it
with
to
the other one.
Yeah, and that's exactly how it is. Falcons going after Lamar. If Justin Fields sounds like I don't think they can pay for him.
Lamar
They can't pay him. No.
No, the Ravens are not getting. Lamar might win the MVP this year. I don't think everyone understands how good he's doing this year. He might win the MVP.
Anthony, we're not going back down that road. We talked about that for the last 2 seasons.
I know.
I'm so tired
I
of
saw
talking
that.
about Lamar where he's we're not Anthony, we're not doing that again. We're not doing
He
that
did
again.
on purpose.
Thoughts on Devontae this week versus the Jets? Well, I think Devontae still produces numbers no matter what.
If they could get him the ball, Devontae is still open for touchdowns all over the place. Just they can't get him the ball.
Mm-hmm.
If someone could get him the ball, he's going to score. He's still great. I mean, think about it. The Jets wanted him. They were willing to come out of a first-round draft pick for him.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jets
Would have been cool if Rodgers was playing.
I think Rodgers would have came back if they made that trade. Rodgers would have came back early. Like, oh, you know what? Michael
We're
feels
talking
better.
about like if Rodgers with his current team now versus Devontae.
Oh yeah, if he was
That's
there.
what I mean.
Okay.
And I think this is probably why maybe this question was brought up about. But that
you.
would have been kind of cool to see. I don't feel comfortable putting him in my lineups, but you're going to.
Yeah, you I don't know how you not put. I mean, he was really your second best, third best wide receiver going into the league and coming to the season.
It's just been really unproductive lately. It sucks. I know. I wonder how good a good coach could make a bad team. Trying to think of some.
I mean, there have been times with the Patriots that Belichick has done wonders
Peterson.
with them. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Peterson came in, did that with the Eagles, and I think right now he's doing that with the Jags. The Jags are they're starting to look better than what they did in the last couple of years. Ever since he's gotten there, it's been a little bit better. They have been going from like they made playoffs on his first year there. Okay, now I think that they didn't get the right pieces, and I think they realize that now. So I think they're going to fix that. I think the Jags will. I mean, we still have half the season left. It's still possible.
What do you think about the Belichick to the Commanders? Those rumors. He's interested in Commanders and the Bears. I think the Commanders is a better fit as long as Bieniemy stays.
We look if it happens and he goes somewhere else, we might see if he really was a good coach or not. We're gonna see if he was a really good coach or not because he was with the Browns. They sucked, and he went to the Patriots, and he happened to have
with
Brady.
the Browns. He went 12-4
with the Browns.
Yeah, he went 12-4 a year.
Oh,
he had
my
the
bad. I
best
stand
defense.
corrected.
He had the best defense.
Corrected. Yeah. I don't know. Arthur Smith knows he's doing this, and he doesn't care. Cares more about sticking to the people than winning. Kind of seems like it. But again, nobody knows what he's doing. I mean,
I don't think he knows what he's doing.
Ravens, that big deal. Yeah, no. Lamar was MVP the first 6-7 weeks every year.
Every year. You're not wrong.
Have you noticed? Have you noticed almost 75% of teams in the NFL are winning because of defense and not offense? Well, yeah. I mean, that's what I keep preaching, man. defense is better, and it just people are like so drawn to the offense that people are saying, "Oh, it's the offense that's taking." I'm like, no, dude, it's defense still wins championships, and I don't care
The
what you
offense is
say.
good because of the NFL changing the rules. Defense dominates offense usually, and then the NFL says, "Okay, well, you can't do this. You can't grab them there. You can't." Pass interference is almost impossible. It's almost impossible to do anything. You can only hit the QB in this little box. Like there's things that they make it into an offensive league, but defense is what dominates.
Look at the damn Bills this year. Like they're the ones struggling on defense right now, and it's hard for them to do anything on offense. Look at the Lions for years. They've been doing the defense sucks. The Falcons, their defense have sucked for the past ever since that Super Bowl. We haven't done anything on defense really, and for the first time, we're actually all right. We're okay, and we've got 4 or 5. This is somewhere. I mean, we've kind of done this around the middle anyway, so I can't really use them as an example. But these teams have lost their defenses and aren't good as a Green Bay is a perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
Their defensive is whittled down. Yeah, I know Rodgers is gone, but the key point of these defenses are just
but Rodgers was the great deodorant.
Yeah. The Bull did that first.
His first year,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he was really good then.
Carried by Tom Brady, absolutely.
Look, so no, he wasn't carried by Tom Brady the first 3. The first 3, he carried Tom Brady.
The last moment Brady was left, Belichick hasn't done anything.
But think about when he got hurt, when he tore his ACL. They went 11-5.
Well, yeah, but
because he was
had
good,
more talent than what he does now.
But Tom Brady, if you look at him, he really was not Tom Brady until the 4th championship. The first 3, he was carried by the defense, and then but the last 4, he's been amazing. Like he learned. I don't know what happens, but something clicked, and he just became. I mean, I don't even like him. He's the GOAT. I don't even like Tom Brady. I would never wear a Tom Brady jersey, but I'm not even going to say he's not the best quarterback of all time. You know,
I'm the same way. I would recognize that he's the best quarterback of all time, but no, can't do
never.
it. Never. I don't. Think
I was hoping Mark was going to be on today because I went and got my Jalen Hurts jersey just came in today, so I was definitely going to wear it.
Wow. Wait, so your Jalen jersey came in today?
It came in today.
I know we ordered jerseys around the same time, so mine should be coming in pretty soon then.
Yep.
I'm waiting. I am freaking waiting, man. I don't think he wants to leave to ruin his legacy if the team is bad when he leaves.
Well, the team, they're going to get rid of him. That's what it is going to. They're getting rid of him, and that's they already know. And he's only 14 wins for being the all-time winning coach. So he wants to go to a team that he can affect their defense enough to make them win, and then walk out and say, "Yeah, I did what Tom did." And now it re-solidifies me as a top 3 coach of all time. I think he's probably there, top 3.
No, I could see that. I definitely see that. Y'all see what Rokon? Yes, I did.
Oh my God,
crazy.
He heated us up crazy,
but he didn't talk crazy bad from what I read. Man.
No, nothing he said was wrong. He just said my career would have been wasted in Chicago because they don't know how to win.
What I saw and what I read, I was like, it helped him realize what of a bad, like the way they treated him there was different from the way they treat, like, and then we've seen this, like different teams have different organizations and they treat their players differently. He would have never known that had he not left, though.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't be in that situation had they just gave him what he wanted.
He still would have been a Pro Bowl, all pro type of linebacker, no matter what. He just and he's going from one middle linebacker in Chicago is like one of the greatest positions, and then you went to the Ravens, where probably the greatest middle linebacker played. You know, Ray Lewis. Like it's just, I'm saying, like he went from one great situation for linebackers to another situation for linebackers. If you go to a team that doesn't value linebackers, it'll be even worse. Maybe you look better at Chicago with that.
Yeah. Pittsburgh winning the Jets because of the defense?
No, Pittsburgh's winning because of their coach. They just have the best coach. Tomlin just makes them win. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but I think that I still think that the defense there can still make it better production than what the Jets can do. They have players that are big key makers, man. Jimmy and Brissett held their own those years, and they came in for a bit. Mm-hmm.
They had a good system. They had a really good system.
Okay, all right, I guess, but still that long, it just seems
it doesn't matter.
Once Brady's gone, now it just seems kind of weird, right?
Yeah, Brady but the team fell apart at that time. He drafted horribly.
That I agree with. Brady was great, but he did for 13 against the Rams, one Super Bowl, and the defense held amazing Rams to 3. So it is a team thing. If Brady goes to Washington, I'm still not buying a shirt. You know what would be interesting if Mark did it.
That would be. I will wonder would he do that.
If Mark did it, where is Mark? I have no.
So I was texting him. So because of daylight savings time, our times were all messed up. So
I figured that because I was the only one who went in the room. Like these dudes forgot.
No, we thought because we started out using at 8 our time or 9 his time, but 9 his time happened like at 8 my time. It was you were usually 2 hours ahead and you were only 1 hour.
Yeah, but you fall back an hour.
Yeah, so we were behind everything, not thinking that instead of 8 it should be at 7 for now for us. We just didn't think about it. But Mark,
I didn't get the chance to text him before the show. Did you text him while the show already had started?
Oh yeah, and he was like, "Oh, I'm eating dinner." I was like, "Well, you come on." He said, "Oh, well, since I'm eating, Mark's doing a great job. I'm listening. So he's probably listening right now."
I figured I'm like, because his family's very dinner's now, nothing interrupts dinner kind of way, and it's not even Braden, it's not even Mark. We know who it is.
Who runs the family? Sister.
We love her to death. If you ever met her, she's awesome.
When I went to their house, I met her.
Yeah, she's awesome. But yeah, no, that's dinner time. So yeah. Go to the Raiders. Crazy defense.
No, he's never. Belichick's not.
I don't think he would do that.
I could never see him. He's too stiff.
No QB. I don't know if that's a spot for him.
He's too stiff. And he's going to go to a place where he doesn't have to worry about the offense. So if he goes to Washington, they have talent there. There's a lot of talent there. And he can put his scheme in.
So you'd have Bieniemy as head coach still?
I have Bieniemy as the offensive guy. Like he wouldn't even. So Belichick will be the CEO, but Bieniemy runs the team, and he just does the defense stuff and runs the team. And then Bieniemy will be under now.
Belichick head coach.
Yeah, he'll still be the head coach. Bieniemy will be under him, but with the understanding that Belichick only wants 2 years.
But Bieniemy left the Chiefs because he wanted to be head coach.
I think so now he would have been behind 2 of the greatest head coaches of all time, and he will have the team afterwards.
That, man. I don't think Bieniemy would want that.
I could see him feeling a certain type of way as long as Belichick said, what if Belichick said, I only want 1 year? You could be the head coach after this. And I want to try to win the Super Bowl. I think your offense could work with my defense. Let's go win the Super Bowl, and I'll walk away, and you just take over. He will have Andy Reid and Bill Belichick as being and he'll be disciple of both of them.
Man, that is a big pill to swallow, and I don't know if Bieniemy would do that.
But he's if anyone could,
it would work.
It would be Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick's the one dude that you could look at him and say, "Well, you've already won it so many times. You do have a great defense. Maybe I will take it this one time."
There's a reason why Brady went to the Bucs. Good old line, piece of weapons, great defense. Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, that's what he's used to.
I just can't imagine being on a pro team that runs poorly and being part of so many losing teams. Like imagine being Browns 15-19. I would lose my love for the game if I was that part. Well, you know what? That happens. You know, but nobody. No, I guess DeAndre Hopkins needs to learn that. So we'll see. Because the Titans wasn't it.
Yeah.
What's up, Kadani?
Man, we good. Doing really good.
Did you tell your dad yet? I
want to know.
I'm taking him to the game, man. And I
think you didn't tell him?
No, I told him. I told him.
Did he tell his dad he's going to be?
He didn't tell him that night. So when we went out, he's like, dude, I don't know how I'm going to tell my dad. I'm like, why? I think, look, Kadani, it's your time, dude. If your dad didn't take you those other times, then it's your turn to go other times when he wasn't there. Like, let's think about this, man.
Yep. That makes sense.
He should have taken you. You know what? If after I take you, Kadani, I'm going to call you son. Because I take you to your first football game. I'm going to call you son. That's my son right there. There goes Kadani.
You only could do that if you buy him a hot dog and a t-shirt.
That, and wait, hold on. Have you gone fishing? Because if not, take you fishing too.
So I won't teach you how to cast. This is your first cast, son.
Washington just started. Just traded away. Yeah, they did.
But they could draft. I mean, they got some draft picks for these guys.
They'll replace them. That's one good thing that Washington's always been good with is drafting. So that's something that Washington's always kept good at. Whatever that staff does, they know how to draft. So good for them. They'll figure it out. I think they just get in bad situations and trust that division is so difficult. They're all sucking together. They're all good together. For the first time, we actually see the split, and it hasn't happened in many years.
But it's still close. The games are still close. Like Washington could have easily beat the Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
It's just they're very still close because they just are competitive. They know what the other team's going to do.
Yes, very. Because you watch Washington 1 week, like, man, they suck. But then they play the Eagles, like, where is this team? The other weeks. It's crazy. I love watching that division. It's one of my favorite divisions to watch. Go to the Packers.
The Packers got their coach.
No.
They got their coach. He's good. He's a good coach.
Yeah, we'll see. Imagine Trenton Williams on Washington protecting Howell. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah. You didn't want to pay the man. You're like, man, something's wrong with him.
Yeah. Can you see Bill leaving New England? And if so, Mike Vrabel being the next head coach of New England? Oh, my gosh.
So Bill is going to leave New England. That's going to happen. I don't think Vrabel will kiss enough butt to become the coach there. Because I don't think he kisses anyone's butt.
I don't know, man.
He's a tough dude.
I don't know, man. It's interesting to say. It's interesting to see how this is going to all play out. Anything can change. Something might happen in the next few months that he just has a change of heart.
Well, I'm also hearing the Detroit offensive coordinator is the top 4 of the New England job. That's who they want.
Oh, he's doing an amazing job. He deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
So, look, the thing is,
Ben
what's
Johnson.
Happen?
Ben Johnson. What? Ben Johnson. He's the one that they want.
Yeah. I just can't wrap my head around the fact that if he goes somewhere else, like how good that team may or may not be. You know, right now it's so far New England is just not New England right now. It's not what we're used to seeing in all these years. It's weird to see that they're plummeting. But yet here we are talking about him, how well of a coach he is. Well, if he's so good, then what's going on?
Well, he did it for 22 years. Eventually, you have to reset. Eventually, you have to.
Is that tank. The answer?
I think he has to tank. I think he needs to go ahead, get to the bottom in order to rise again like the Phoenix. But he might be too old. Bill is going to be 74. Mm-hmm. Does he really want to deal with that? That might be what he needs to do, but that might not be what he can do.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Cavani, you there, man? No, I'm just kidding. Right?
Yeah, just joking.
No, trust me, I've said worse to him. He's a good guy. If you ever met him, he's so chill, man. He's the coolest dude ever. Washington turns into a Super Bowl team in any divisional game. But that's the thing, though. Like, why does
it take all that for them to turn into that? I don't understand it.
I don't understand what the Patriots are doing now. Like, if he's that good, right? Then what's going on now? That's and maybe what Bryon said. Maybe it is a reset, right? Like, I can't comprehend what's going on.
I think Belichick needs a GM to draft the team for him. When he's the GM, he doesn't do as well. But when he's just a coach, he's great. So if he goes to a team that has a strong GM,
That's all coaches because they don't have the pressure on them. They don't have all that to
Mhm.
worry about. This is why when Kadani asked us who was the head coach of our show, we put Tank in the seat.
Yeah.
I would be defense, Bryon would be offense. We said that too, man. We said
no
that.
one wants to be the head coach.
And Tank's like, well, I guess.
You call the plays. We're not going to follow the plays, though.
Pro Football Focus. all pro teams halfway through the season, there's no Crosby or CMC. They had Derrick Henry. Really?
That doesn't make any sense. CMCs definitely should be all pro.
What? How?
All pro means the best at your position. So Myles Garrett this season is better than Crosby. That's just what it is.
They forget because he's on a bye week. They just forgot.
I think
like nobody thought about the Niners because they were on a bye week. Like it was that just how? How is CMC
all they gotta do is watch Gridiron Heights. He has to do everything.
Yeah, no kidding, man. I gotta do everything, man. They play the Cowboys and Eagles. Well, not the Giants, who are the worst.
Because they don't care about the Giants. They feel like, oh, we don't have to practice for them. They suck.
The Giants have low key been sucking, but the fact is, all the other teams have been sucking as well until recent 2-3 years. That nobody really sold this. This is why when last year when Jones got that extension, nobody really paid attention to how bad they were, and then we're like, oh wait, this is the guy we just signed. Look, well, how many more years he's got next year, right?
Yeah, next year he
guarantees next year.
They can get rid of it after next year.
That third year, though.
He's gonna do something special.
No, they're gonna have some rookie sitting there, if not play him. They're gonna have a rookie here soon, and if Jones doesn't turn around and plays above average, they're gonna take him. But the problem is they don't get him receivers either, though. There's so many problems with the Giants that I feel bad for Saquon, and I don't even know why he was mad because he wanted to stay. I get it, man, but your legacy's gonna die.
He likes the New York media. He likes the all the other stuff you get from it.
Was it worth it though?
Yeah, that's what you asked him. You say, was it worth it?
Was it worth it? Because at the end of the day, no one's gonna remember you 20 years from now, maybe 30 years from now, but you are not gonna get your head molded into that Hall of Fame being there. And I'm sorry.
You gotta win.
I remember you because I remember watching you how great you were. But the problem is, where's Mike? Mike hasn't shown up today, but some other kid like Mike, as long as our viewer is, he's gonna come in. He ain't gonna remember who Saquon was.
That makes sense.
He's about to break the TD record for game straight, and they gave it to a guy who's been to be replaced.
It doesn't even make sense. It really, I mean, CMC should be it. No question.
He's got to use that extension money and injury payments. Yeah, no shit. Giants drafting Caleb in the first round. They're I don't know what they'll do.
I wouldn't be surprised if they Kyler, if Arizona gets rid of somebody, Kyler can pop back up in the Giants. I can see it.
I don't know what the Cardinals are doing. The Cardinals are coming into this. They're becoming one of those teams I question now. I used to kind of know what they were doing, but now I'm like, I'm not too sure anymore.
I thought they were tanking, and then now they're gonna let Kyler play. I don't understand what's happening.
I would have left them set all year.
Yep.
Why not? Sit all year, bring in Marvin, roll out Murray with Marvin, and then get yourself the tackle out of it's such a weird name. It's Olo.
The left tackle.
I think it's
what's that? What is it?
The dude from Penn State. Dang it.
Yeah, the Penn State on tackle. I know you're talking about.
Is it Olo or you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Thank God I didn't say that. I almost called this dude Olaf. Olu. I will perfect his name eventually. Because it's that time where people are Bryon, I'm really look, Bryon, I don't know what to do, man. How is my squad 3-6 when I'm the top 5
Dude, I have no idea what's going on with your team. Your team my team is falling apart, and I'm still winning games. Your team is is healthy. You have good players and the best defense, and just can't win. I think you're underestimating the points for the defense is what you're doing. You're hurting yourself by the points that you're giving their defense. Because on different IDP leagues, you would have won most of those weeks. I honestly believe that's what it is.
I don't know, man.
You need to give him more points.
Giants have top 5 pick. I can see QB or receiver. They need to get a line. They need to get. Me personally, I think that the Giants need to get a line, and that's been their problem for years, and they still haven't done it. If they were smart, they would go after the dude.
Ulumayaiwu Fashanu.
Fashanu.
Yeah.
Fashanu's the dude I'm talking about.
Olu Fashanu.
I think that's exactly how it is. You know what? I'm going to play. You know what? Here. Now that I pulled up his name, see if they say his name in his video. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it, but I will be able to. No. Olu Fashanu.
Yeah,
Olu Fashanu. That dude from Penn State. 6'6", 317, probably hit 320.
That's the dude I want the Bears to draft. I don't want you to get any quarterback.
That would be good for you guys.
Get him. Yeah, get him.
I need Voldemort.
And get Marvin Harrison Jr.
You need a Voldemort intervention, Martin? No.
Because you drafted him.
I understand that, but you see why though.
No, it was a good draft pick. And it's one of those winning ones. Especially when you're so close. Because if you could win 2 games in a row, 3 games in a row, you're in the playoffs. And now no one wants to go against you because your tight end will score 20 points possibly. And you can beat anyone with that.
That was I've had a rough season, guys. I'm so glad that when I've been giving out advice, they're so good because people have been doing good. Problem is my teams have not been doing good because I'm only in 1 redraft now this year. Happy to say it. And guess what? I don't even want to be part of that redraft because I'm quitting in like 2 years. I have gone all Dynasty or all other type of format, like best ball or build blocks, obviously. Super flexes that were kind of like keeper leagues, which I freaking hate too. So, but I did the redraft because I still kind of have to have it. So. We'll see, but I picked him up last week and I won because he gave me 20. Yeah. And everybody who came in Sunday and asked, who do I start? Voldemort. Who was the other 3 that were in? I remember it was one of the last questions too, but it wasn't the first Voldemort question we had. I'm like, no, you're going Voldemort. This is a strong week for him. And I don't know why people doubted him. I'm like, dude, he's good.
It's just he doesn't play. Look, he played 2 plays at tight end the entire game. 2 plays at tight end, and he's designated at tight end.
He was even well, you can ask Mark about that one.
Okay, he did it.
He was so screwed. Look, our Dynasty League is so thin at QB, man. Like you would think we're a super flex league, but we're not. The problem is people are so scared of not having a QB. Like if their main QB goes down, I'm one of them. I've had this issue. My main QB went down, and I didn't have a backup guy for that during the bye week and during the weeks that they had bad matchups.
Who also didn't have a backup quarterback? Me. I had to pull him out of my Texas squad, but then he scored 55 points, so I guess that works.
Yeah, well,
it worked out okay.
But it worked out. But that's your guy for like 10 plus years. I don't know, unless you. Like, I don't know, like whatever you do. And that's the thing about dynasties. You guys keep these guys.
Yeah. I'm going to probably offer you a early 2nd round pick for Justin Fields. And I'll just call my team the Ohio State quarterback team.
I can't because I know Justin will end up on it.
Eventually he's going to go.
Or Justin will end up getting fixed when they finally realize what they're doing.
I don't know.
I can't deny the talent. You and I know how good Justin is.
It's funny because Bajan, everything that we saw Bajan, he made mistakes because his arm's not strong enough. Justin Fields doesn't do those things because his arm is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He has so much talent. He has good touch. He can run. He just needs an offensive coordinator that knows how to coordinate him.
The moment, so I'm glad that there have been some great games. We have seen Justin, like obviously that the Bears need Justin back,
Mhm.
and I'm glad because this now shows the talent that he can do and what he brings to that offense. To all the Ohio State haters, oh, he's an Ohio State quarterback. He can't do it. Blah blah blah. Well, guess what? We have two good ones.
Yep.
And if you still can't see it, then I don't like. You need some different goggles because those are foggy.
Then
or
you're
something.
allowing your hate to rule your emotions, rule your logic, because your emotions are not right. Honestly, they're good. They're scoring points. You can rely on them. They're leading teams. Justin Fields was leading the NFL in touchdown passes 2 weeks after he was still hurt.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. Bryon, do you remember who we started with defense last year for rookie profiles?
Oh, where did we start?
Did we start with linebackers?
I feel like we did. We went linebacker. We went linebackers because we
And then
didn't
DBs,
go
right?
Then
and then we
DBs
kept the big dudes, the big fellas
to
at the end.
last.
Okay,
Yep.
that's fine.
Exactly.
Guys, we're gonna start doing DBs here.
Ooh, Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid.
Yeah, Kool-Aid. We've talked about Kool-Aid for a couple of months now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start talking about DBs here. So we'll do IDP. It's that time where people start thinking about, are they gonna make playoffs or not? After week 10, it's like, all right, dude. If you don't have 4 wins by week 10,
you're playing for next year.
You're playing for next year because you would have to literally win every single game. No, even if you had 3 wins coming in after week 10, if you're at week 11 with 3 wins, you wouldn't make playoffs with the next 4 weeks because there's somebody going to be there at 7-6. And if you go by record, they're going to beat you.
Yep. Even if they lose all games in a row, you will still lose.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, next week, week 11 is the if you've made it or you haven't type week. So, we'll be doing rookie profiles. Bardo, this. I know you're new, so I don't know if you play Dynasty or even watch college or anything. And some people come to this show and they don't even watch college at all. But we do bring in some film with these guys. We break it down. We talk about them. And we start kind of early because this is what people are going to want to look at. We're going to start with DBs. That's what we're deciding on right now. After DBs, we start with the tight ends.
Ooh,
right?
Brock Bowers. Because that dude is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Tight ends, then we do receivers. After that, we do running backs. After running backs, QBs, and then we'll probably end it with D linemen and linebackers. But this is a whole month process from the moment we start. We do this all the way until almost damn near a month out from the draft.
It makes sense though, because we have enough groups. We can go through all of them, and you will know who the best ones. We'll always give you guys highlights of who it is, and we're right. We're usually right.
Usually about we usually bring in the top 5 dudes. Yeah. All right. So playing Fortnite. How you liking the new season, man? So they brought the old maps to the new season. So watch a little bit of college. Okay. So we'll probably bring out most of those guys, and we will probably talk about the first, good first round, second round guys, running backs for sure. So, so if you play Dynasty, it's kind of where we're at, where we key on that. So, Bryon, you made it.
Yeah, I'm so happy I was able to come and talk. I was driving. I was like, I came in. I didn't say hi to the kids. I ran downstairs.
Wow.
I just jumped on.
I feel bad for Ashley, man. She probably deals with your BS so much all the time. Probably, I feel so bad for her.
She does. But my kids are sitting here on the couch waiting for me to finish. So I was like, Okay, I'm doing this first.
At least you get an hour and like an extra hour tonight. So
Exactly.
where I started watching this show on draft time.
Yeah, that's where he started watching us.
Oh, around
we-
draft time.
And we were
Well,
talking about
you've
the
been
draft.
here every episode, and you've not missed a single episode.
Anthony's
And
always there.
I need to do that to Jonathan as well. But Anthony's been here since then, after the season. And you're a good dude, and this is why I gave you moderator, because you have not missed it. You were here for the early ass shows when we experimented those. We're not doing that again. I thought it'd be cool, hit the East Coasters up on their teams and maybe they'll watch It was an experiment, man. I don't think we're doing those again.
Yeah, not that time at least.
No, everyone. I just realized y'all East Coasters are like it's a different breed, because I used to live in North Carolina, so I have an idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's early bird gets the worm, and maybe y'all just rolling out of the bed and y'all, this man said
grumpy.
this about this player. I don't. Hey, sorry, dude. All right.
Dude, the hate you're getting, I was laughing. I was like, what is going on?
Oh, I got more hate messages. I'm like, bro. And then I'm like, all right, dude, whatever, get out of here. What were the early shows? So we were doing in North Carolina. All right. So during those, or like, either way, we're gonna cover it. We're still gonna do it. We did team breakdowns. So it's kind of the same process, but different things happen. So you start doing the players. Once we get to the players, after the draft, literally the following week, we are the most busiest during that time. During mini camp and all that, we are busy. We have team breakdowns. I break down every team with Mark, sometimes Bryon, if he can make it, during the day.
Yeah.
So during people's lunch hour. And people seem to be awake, and people seem to be a little bit more friendlier because they didn't just roll out of bed.
The lunch hour ones are so cool, so
They
great.
are.
Because
we just talk about
the monotony of stuff, and you hear
your
football.
team.
It's great. Oh,
it's your
gosh.
team. And what we do is we do it by the draft order. So if the Cardinals happen to have still pick number 1, they will be the first team we talk about. You know what? Let's talk about that. We're already at 2 hours. Screwed. Hold on. We're ending the show here soon, but let's look back at that prediction. So this is so we as we do these shows. I live in DC. Yeah. So I don't know how you did. You made it. You made every show. Who had the bad takes?
There's a lot of
It's a
teams
little
that people
mixed.
just did not.
It wasn't so much bad takes. It was just like people disagreed with what we said. So it was like, all right, whatever. But for the most part, when we have takes, we're usually pretty point on. The problem is nobody freaking knows who we are. Like, we can drop so many cuss words and not even get in trouble, but we try and keep it professional. This man over here, though, drops them more than I do. And
only when I'm talking about the Bears, but if I could be fine.
Your
about
Bear shows are probably never gonna make it. Well, like
we're gonna do audio.
When we go audio, full audio, I think this is now the point in time where we might, because I gotta talk to Tank about it, because the revenue is now we don't pay for this now, right?
Yeah.
Not by this show. This show hasn't done jack. I think we just need to get it up. I don't know. But it's okay. So look, if you were here during the summer, Anthony was here for every show. How well are we doing right now?
All right.
How well are we doing right now?
Well,
We do every team, and we do between myself, Mark, and Bryon, we come up with a record, and we average it. Right now, the Cardinals are looking good.
The AFC North looks great.
So we do this before, and then the other one though. The other one is the playoff one. That one's looking a little rough, because we had Jets going in all the way.
I still think the Jets make it.
But that was now that I don't know, Aaron.
Because Aaron's going to try to come
Aaron
back.
comes
They're
back.
what,
You think
4 and 5 right now? Is that what they are? 4 and 5?
Yeah, something like that. So this is what we do before the season, all that. So these are pre-season prediction on how many we had. So, some of your morning shows I was working. And I'm like, how can I hide my earbuds while listening to the show? See, and that's commitment right there. That is commitment, bro.
So the Jets are 4 and 4 right now. So they're still up there.
Possibly if they win the next 6.
Yeah.
Y'all got the low subscribers. I think I've been doing these streams. Yeah, no, and I don't. Hey, it is what it is.
Well, we don't know how to. We
Had you have
do it though.
Have we ever had a 24-hour show? No. No. No.
Yeah, the AFC South looking pretty bad.
Yeah, just a little bit. But then some of these were like chat helped us out within. Like we were like, all right, let's see what they say. Well,
I said the Texans were going to be better than everyone else. I thought the Texans would be more, have a couple more wins. And I think I'll probably be right. But besides that, Tennessee's not going to win that much. I don't know the Colts are going to win that much. So it doesn't look horrible.
Panthers at?
Yeah, 6 wins. Yeah.
Where's the Panthers? Up top right? Yeah. Yeah. We'll look back at this, and then we'll look at the playoff one. The playoff one we have. If you want to see it, let me see if I can find it. The playoff one. This is our playoff one. The playoff is right here. This is what we have.
Well, so 49ers are going to make it. The Vikings might make it. I mean, all those teams are still in it.
It's still a possibility. So I like that Washington. I told you over. Did we keep it? The 4.5, and we apparently pushed the 0.5.
Yep.
Bro, but hold on. Are you talking about the video where I told Mark that he was wrong and he called me out, and then I ended up proving him right?
Yep.
Or I proving him wrong. About that one.
So I never said that.
Yeah, I never know. He's like, yeah, you did. I'm like, play it again. Play it. Watch. Eagles are not losing to the Niners. That's okay. Thank you.
So, yes.
So hold on.
We both called that.
Me and Bryon were the only ones who said this, right? All of chat and even Mark, and was Tank there? That happened to be that same day too.
I think so, because he was
Everybody
arguing.
said Niners. We're like, I don't know.
I'm like, how, guys? No, the Eagles are going to beat the 49ers.
And the Jets are not beating the Bills. Yeah, but this was with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, you never know if Aaron comes back.
Yeah. So, yeah. Or Jags. Yeah. It's that was
Aaron
we
comes
did
back,
that
they might beat the Jags. I don't think they beat the Bills. So I think the Bills is their time.
Late July, early August. So
it was before we even knew what team was what. We didn't know anything. Like we just
we knew
what it was.
We knew. We just go based off roster and what they had at the time.
They made cuts. Team lost quarterbacks. All those things happen.
I agree with that. This guy has a right. Like he's on our level. Where we're at.
Exactly what we're thinking. Here, the only thing. I mean, that AFC North is. You realize that the Bengals are in last place in the AFC North right now?
Mm-hmm.
With 5-3, and they're at last place.
And we put them at the top at 10.5. So I have 2 Super Bowl matchup predictions right now. Yeah. Okay. Shoot it.
I want to see what you got.
Let's see what we got. But no, man, as we get bigger, like I don't really talk about all that because I just don't like to, because I love what I do here and I love doing this. Every 100 we give out a jersey. If you get in the leagues that we're in, you'll get another jersey. Mike has not shown up today, but I was going to tell him if he wins our build the blocks, I'm going to give him a second one, but it's going to be different. But here's the thing. I haven't told anybody. So if you're watching, so the 3 people are watching right now. and Bryon. I will give 4 different jerseys to the same person if they continuously win.
Why
Your
not?
first two, obviously is the pick of your choice of the dynasty. It's going to be Dynasty Pylon, the first one. It's going to be that. Who has the 23?
No, I have 25. So who's 23?
Mark has the 23.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the 24 right now. Okay, I'm not supposed to be showing this one yet, but it says Dynasty Pylon on the back. Okay, but your jerseys will have the numbers that we've given out. Okay, your second one is going to be a different colored one or the away one, but your third one, if you somehow are sticking around, you win another jersey, your third one is going to be the player of your choice.
I like.
They're all stitched jerseys, guys. I buy them, so it's like and then your fourth one, a custom jersey with your name or whatever the hell you want. Custom. If you stick around that long and you're still watching us and we're still talking football, that's how it is. 4. But you're maxed at 4.
Yeah.
Thank you. You've been here like this long. I can't. You can't keep winning. All right. You gotta lose. But 4. But that's what we're doing every 100. So I don't know. Put this in your Discord on the team. All right. It's the Discord. Discord. Is it fantasy football?
49er Ravens or 49ers Chiefs.
Where's it at? Where's it at?
That's what he wants to put in there. Okay.
Oh, put in the Discord.
Yeah, he wants us to put it.
Put this, Anthony. You're in there though, right? Oh my gosh, why am I not getting these notifications? They're turned off. Why am I not missing these? I missed some of these. Oh my god, I feel bad. I hope
There's a lot of questions in.
It was just 2. It was just 2. I missed them.
Really?
Well, actually, this one was just some good picks in here, and then the other one was question on Sleeper Fantasy League. Someone started early on week 5, but we play everybody's record. This is crap. Yeah, I missed that one. Why am I not getting notifications there? If you want, Anthony, put it in the fantasy football one. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. I don't mind it. I gotta somehow get the notifications for this. This is weird.
Yo, go ahead, put it in there, Anthony. You got it.
49ers versus Ravens or 49ers versus Chiefs. Do you want to make a poll? Is that what you're? How many
I have
years?
3 accounts. I'll do it later.
We haven't been doing this that long.
We were talking about this before because I think Tank was like, "How we only be doing this like 4 years?" I was like, "A year and a half."
I haven't been doing that long. I think we barely hit
2 years right now for
2 years barely.
Yeah.
So not that long. I haven't won a jersey yet.
This is your chance, man.
I have 3. You cheating, man. You still losing? All right, guys. You got anything else?
Nope. I'm just glad I was able to come in and talk a little football before I, almost missed out on everything. It's like, oh,
no, you're good, man. You're good. But again, thanks for watching. We're going Max Crosby.
Supermax.
Yeah, Supermax. So to those who are still watching, thank you for being here. And don't tell anybody what I just said today. Just let them figure it out. They'll know. They gotta win though. They gotta win. If they ain't winning, then they won't know. So too bad, so sad, or whatever how it goes. All right. Real quick, Chicago, Carolina.
Well, Burns not playing. 3/4 of their secondary not playing. Even with Bajan's noodle of an arm, the Bears still going to win this game.
Okay, all right. Okay. You don't think that the Carolina's offense may or may not be able to outperform the defense of Bears? It might be a really good game tomorrow.
I think Sweat is going to get a lot of pressure on Young. And the fact that almost the entire Bears secondary is going to be there. It's going to kind of
good, man.
Brisker is there. Thielen is the only thing, but I think JJ for the last 2 weeks has only allowed 1 catch for 2 yards.
So Thielen, Miles Sanders, and Chuba. See,
Chuba's the
Chuba is
only
main
thing
guy.
that scares me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miles is. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. Tomorrow's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good game. I really
say
do.
Chicago by 7.
It's the battle of the sucks. Okay,
Exactly. Who sucks less?
exactly. Who sucks less? Win or lose, Bears still win.
Exactly.
That is very true. That is a very good way of putting it. Either way, the Bears are going to win because of the draft. Damn. You know what? We'll end it on that. Thank you, Anthony. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you guys are at. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. I will try and be here tomorrow, Friday. If not, then we'll be here Sunday for sure. But yeah, thanks for watching. Good night, guys. And good enough. I got nothing else.
Go Bears. Out.
Of course. Stupid. I got to cut you off. Before you do that.
I knew you didn't do it fast enough.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.